Getting you ready to head back to school. For this Superintendent Spotlight, I sat down with Roanoke Rapids Superintendent Dr. Julie Thompson to get her thoughts on the upcoming school year and top priorities.
How excited are you for the start of the school year?
I am so excited. I absolutely love our kids, and we have missed them all summer, and I cannot wait for all of them to join us. The first day of school is one of my favorite days of the year because it's so exciting to see all their smiling faces and their parents, and they're so excited to show us everything that's in their backpacks and give us hugs and get ready to start the day.
Do you have any plans for how you plan to spend the first day of school?
Tradition since I've been superintendent is that my cabinet team and I visit every school, every classroom, and welcome everyone back. So that is definitely first on our agenda. We're going to start this year at one of our elementary schools because the North Carolina Department of Transportation has helped us create a new traffic queue. And so we know it's going to be a little bit different for our families in using it. And so we're going to be over there to provide extra support for that school that day, and then we'll start hitting the rest of them.
I love it. Talk to me about some of your goals for the upcoming school year.
Well, our number one goal is always to increase student achievement. I mean, that's why we're here. Where our Vision 2035 says that every student is going to leave us life ready for their next steps. And we work really hard to make that a reality every day. And so I think that's the biggest goal. Our next goal is that we are always trying to increase our capacity and our professional development of our staff. We have to walk our talk about continuing to be life learners. And so we're excited about continuing our focus on early literacy as well as math across the curriculum. And also continuing to make sure that all of our schools are safe places for students, staff, and visitors. We continue to make sure 100% of our staff are CPR and first aid trained every year.
Love it. Do you have any new programs that are taking place for the upcoming school year?
So this year we are into year, I think, three of Wonders, our K-5 literacy curriculum. All of our teachers have been letters trained. We are continuing into our second full year of our math curriculum. And one thing that I'm really excited about at our high school is our new partnership with ECU Health for Health Sciences Academy. And so we've got a great coordinator. She's recruited. We were able to get more children into the program than even we had set as a target. And so in that program, our kids are going to learn about all the various careers that there are in health sciences. And it's not just about being a doctor or a nurse, all the different specialties. They'll get to interact at the hospital, shadow, they'll do community service, and then hopefully it will seamlessly turn into a job at in the ECU health system later on after they finish their schooling.
Wow, that's amazing. It's cool to see what our schools are doing and the programs that they have in place, especially because it helps prepare them for college or, whatever career they want to take after.
Absolutely.
I know this year, school districts all across our state are changing up their new cell phone policy to fit with the guidelines of the General Assembly. Have you guys made any changes to your cell phone policy for this upcoming school year?
So our policy and practice had already been that students would not use cell phones during instructional time, and so we have not made any changes to that at this point. The school board associations where we get our policy manual from, and they recommend updates to us at least twice a year, and so they will have an update to ensure that everything reflects with the new policy before the deadline of January 1st.
Amazing. I want to talk with you about this federal funding that was recently announced. The Trump administration recently announced that they would release nearly $7 billion in grant money for public schools. Some of that money North Carolina is going to receive. What was your reaction when you first heard this, and how do you think that it will help public schools like your district?
Well, federal programs is near and dear to my heart. My background before I became superintendent was in charge of federal programs, and I've kept that even though I've moved into this role. So I'm really down in the weeds of knowing how much our federal programs are essential for our public schools. So it was scary when they were going to freeze them. We're real thankful that they've brought them back. But that money really helps us continue to provide the best education for all of our students. So we need it for our English learners. They come in from many different languages here in Roanoke Rapids, and so that provides additional tutoring and additional translations to make sure that their families and the students feel part of our school community. Um, PRC 103 supports our teacher quality and helps us make sure that all of our teachers are highly qualified and continuing to hone their craft. And Title I is absolutely really important in making sure that all of our students have their needs met. Our school district is community eligible, and so all of our kids qualify for free and reduced lunch. And so that money is very, very helpful in making sure that we meet our goals of making sure all of our students are leaving us life ready.
Yeah, I love that. What challenges, or what do you think are the biggest challenges that your school district is facing, especially for this upcoming school year?
I think one of our biggest challenges is making sure that we are showcasing the good that's happening in public education. I've been really excited to see that the state board's new strategic plan included that as one of its strategic priorities. And so we are really trying to be systematic about sharing that good. So one thing that we did recently was home visits. Our second day of our leadership retreat, we had all of our administrators, school-based and district-based, got in our cars and we were joined by some of our support staff and teachers, and we went to visit the homes of every single rising kindergartner, sixth grader, and ninth grader in our district. And they weren't all home, and that's okay, but the ones that were, we enjoyed seeing them and meeting them and helping ease their fears before they came in, and meeting their parents. And like I said, I got to see one little fella's backpack. He was so excited about it. We took a picture with it, posted on our social media. And so those are the good things that we do in public education because we care about all kids. And so we need to share that story.
Oh, I love that. I'm sure those kids were very happy to see you all too.
I think they were excited.
Yes. Well, perfect. Superintendent Thompson, you answered all of my questions perfectly. Is there anything else that you want to add that we didn't touch on?
No, I really appreciate this opportunity and thank you for thinking of us here in Roanoke Rapids.
Before I let you go, I want to do the second part of our interview. We're doing what's called Superintendent Spotlight, where we're really trying to get to know our superintendents better. I have five simple questions I'm going to ask you. I promise they're easy.
I love it. Let's hear them.
Yay! All right. So my first question: what made you want to get into education?
Oh my gosh, my parents, they were both educators. My dad was superintendent in Greensville County, Virginia. My mom was a director of instruction and a school counselor and eventually a head of school before she retired. And I think I tried to run away from it at first, like, don't necessarily want to follow in your parents' footsteps, but it's in your blood. And it's such a rewarding career, and it's one even at this level, I make a difference in students' lives, and there's nothing better than that.
I love it. Education is in your blood. All right. My second question: coffee, tea, or soda? What can't you live without?
Coffee for real. Goodness gracious, all day long. At least a pot. I probably shouldn't say that online. The doctor's going to be having a heart attack, worried about me having a heart attack. But I keep the Starbucks and the Dunkin' and the Keurig right on in business.
I
Now,
love it.
I do like my tea too, though.
Uh-huh. What's your go-to order?
Oh, I'm pretty boring at Starbucks. They know me for a black venti Americano. Hot or
Okay.
ice, depending on, I guess, my internal temperature. I kind of run
Uh,
hot. So.
I love that. Well, if you could eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Ooh, now that might be a hard one. One food for the rest of my life. Oh, for the rest of my life. You've stumped me on that one. I really do like to eat. I might have to say a Abner's chicken salad sandwich. That's a little place here
Oh,
in town, and they tease me because I like to eat them for breakfast, lunch, or I mean, save it for dinner. So that might be it. It's a fun place to go and pick the food up and get to interact with our staff here. I mean, at the Abner's, and it's real good chicken salad. So if you're in Roanoke Rapids, you should totally come check it out.
I might have to take a trip up there because I've never had it. All right, my next question, what or who is your biggest motivation?
My son Alex, without a doubt, he is 14 years old, and so he's just started at our early college, and I think of him when I make decisions because he represents all of our kids. I want the care that I have for him. I want all of our staff to have for him, but I want that same level of care for all of the other children that are in our stead because we have to love them like they're our own. We have to want the best for them. We have to teach them, and then when they do wrong, we have to correct them in a loving and kind way. And so that's what I want for my kid, and that's what I would want for yours and for all the others that come through our doors.
Oh, that's amazing. All right, last question. When you're out of the office, do you have any hobbies?
Oh yes, I'm a competitive old soul. I love playing some sports. So I have really gotten into pickleball. Um, and so that's something that I do with my son too. And we have so much fun. We last weekend I was in a tournament. We came in third, and I'm going to be in another tournament this week. I'm not sure how that one will go, but fingers are crossed because I'm the weak link on the team. So I hope I do all right for my teammates. But that's fun. I like to run. I love to read. And I'm big on relationships, so I absolutely love the team that I get to work with every day, and I'm real thankful for them. We work hard, we play hard, and we do the best for our students and our staff of Roanoke Rapids.
That's amazing. Oh, just a growing sport and people competitive too.
Oh my goodness, yes, yes. I've left some matches with some pickleball imprints on various parts of my body, and I will plead the fifth, but I think I've been known to leave some imprints on some other folks as we've played competitively.
Ah.
Yeah, we have a good time.
Well, thank you so much, Superintendent Thompson, for talking with me. I really appreciate it.
It was nice to meet you. Thank you so
Yes.
much for inviting me.
You can find extended back-to-school coverage over on CBS17.com. Brea Hollingsworth, CBS 17 News.